Faith is supposed to protect us. A church is supposed to be a refuge, a place where families gather, where prayers rise, where safety is assumed. But on a Sunday morning in September 2025, in the quiet Michigan township of Grand Blanc, that safety was shattered. Worship had just begun. Families filled the pews, children sang hymns, and elders prepared their lessons. No one expected that in just minutes, their world would erupt in terror. I witnessed. There was this deafening bang, like an explosion. I turned, and the whole entrance was gone. A truck had plowed straight through the front. As worshipers scrambled, 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford stepped out of wreckage. He was armed, not with just one weapon, but several. He fired indiscriminately into the crowd, and then he lit the building on fire. Survivor. You couldn't see, the smoke was so thick. I grabbed my daughter's hand, and we just ran. People were tripping, coughing, bullets were flying past us. By the time the shooting ended, 4 worshipers were dead. 8 others were wounded, some by bullets, others by smoke and falling debris. The church itself was almost entirely consumed by fire. Photos of victims shown respectfully, candles at vigils, mourners crying outside burned ruins. Who was Thomas Sanford? To some, a Marine veteran who once fought for his country in Iraq. To others, a troubled man consumed by anger. He had been discharged from the military in 2008. Those who knew him say he was never the same. Friend, he came back quieter, then angrier. He'd lash out at small things. Over time, all he talked about was how much he hated Mormons. Overlay. Highlighted social media posts, anti-religious rants. Investigators soon pieced together Sanford's motive. He had once been in a relationship with a woman who was Mormon. When it ended, his heartbreak twisted into hatred. He began ranting about the church, claiming it was evil, even calling its members the Antichrist. Religious expert interview. This wasn't random. It was a deliberate attack on faith. It was personal, but it was also ideological. Within minutes, police arrived. A shootout erupted between Sanford and responding officers. The fire raged as bullets flew, and, in the end, Sanford was killed. His attack ended as violently as it began. For the survivors, the nightmare didn't end when the gunfire stopped. They were left to pick up the pieces of their lives, mourning loved ones, facing injuries, and struggling with trauma. Survivor. We lost friends. We lost our church. We lost our sense of safety. And we're still asking why. Federal and local authorities searched Sanford's past. They found notes, online rants, and possible evidence of planning. The FBI is investigating whether Sanford acted alone or if others influenced his hate. Law enforcement official interview. We're treating this as a hate crime and a case of domestic terrorism. The massacre raised urgent questions. Could Sanford's violent spiral have been stopped? Did untreated trauma from his military service play a role? And how does a man's private anger grow into a public tragedy? Psychologist interview. When hate festers in isolation, combined with access to weapons and untreated mental health struggles, it creates the perfect storm. That storm erupted in Michigan. Slow motion footage. Sunlight breaking through smoke at the ruins. People placing flowers and candles. Today, the Grand Blanc congregation worships in borrowed spaces. Their building is gone, but their faith remains. In the ruins of their church, they see not just loss, but resilience. Community leader interview. We will rebuild. We will not let hate have the last word.